Shadmat Rao. Today we are discussing AWT controls. In previous lecture, we discussed introduction of AWT and hierarchy of AWT. In hierarchy of AWT, we see the visual components, means button, label, text box, text field, text area, and so on. There are so many AWT visual elements which are called as AWT controls. Those visual elements are called as AWT controls. So in this lecture we are discussing AWT controls. First, every user interface consider three aspects. Those are UI elements, layout, and behavior. What do you mean by UI elements? Means those components which are visible to user and user can interact with that components. For example, button is there, label is there. Suppose we are taking an example of login form. In that login form, we are inserting username, password, and there is one button, submit button. Okay, so these are the user elements which we are going to interact with that to perform some operation. Next, second element is layout. Layout means it defines the structure, how the elements are going to arrange on your container or window. Means it defines the layout for your user elements. So it defines how user elements are organized on your window or container. And the third one is behavior. Behavior means these are the events which occur when user interacts with UI elements. For example, I am going to log in Facebook account. Okay, in that Facebook account, we must enter the username and then password. After username and password, we are going to click the button login. After login, our Facebook page is open. So when I am going to click on the login button, some event is occur and my Facebook account page is open. So that event is called as the behavior of your user element, that is the behavior of your login button. So this part we are going to discuss in event handling. This is called as event handling. So basically there are three main aspects, which are those UI elements, layout, and behavior. Again, the layout means the organization, or there is manager which can define that how the components are organized on your window. There are different types of layout manager classes are there. We are discussing in the part of layout manager. For example, just some examples I am giving about layouts. There is flow layout, there are card layout, grid layout, means how you are going to organize those UI elements in what type of structure. So these are the basic aspects considering about your AWT controls. Again, those visual elements are the subclass of component. So there are basic methods used by component class. First one is public void add component C. This method inserts a component on the controller. Means you are declaring a UI element. For example, I am declaring label. Defining label. By declaring label, I must add that label on my controller. To adding my label on controller, we should use the method called public void add. This is the some common method which are going to use the UI elements. Second method is public void set size integer w and integer h, means we are going to pass the width and height for our component. This w represents ch reference height for that components. The third method is set layout manager, and this layout manager is a class. For example, suppose there is flow layout, so I am going to pass the object of that flow layout to set layout. This defines the layout for the component. And fourth one is public void set visible boolean status. It changes the visibility of the component, and by default the visibility is false. So if you want your component visible on your controller, you must set the status for that component to true. Only then your component is visible to your window. So these are the basic methods we are going to use while defining any user elements on the window. In next part, I am going to start in detail some user elements, for example label, button and so on. So our first AWT control is label. Label is a text we are going to define on the container or the window. These are called as passive controls which do not interact with the user. For example, if we are considering the login form, there is one label called username, and in front of that one text field is given. So that username defines some string or text which user are not interact directly. So these are called as passive controls. Next, there are the constructors to define the label. First one is blank constructor, which creates a blank label, means which creates a label without string. The second constructor is passing the string to that label, means it creates a label that contains string. And the third constructor is label, string and integer how. Here integer how defines the alignment for your label of defined string. So it creates a string specified by alignment. Those alignments are defined label dot left, label dot right and label dot center. So these are the three alignments defined by your label. So if you are going to define the label with alignment, you must use the third type of constructors. So here is an example which tells how to define label and how to add it on your window or container. So first import java.awt.start, because all the visual elements are defined in the package called AWT. So we must import that package before writing the program. The second part is import java.applet. I am choosing the window called applet and I am going to define the user element label on my applet. So public class label demo extends applet. In init method, how to create label? First, write down the class label, create the object 1. Here my object name is 1 is equal to new label, pass some string. Here I am going to use the constructor second. I am going to define the label with string 1. So after defining the label, we must add it on our window. So use the method of component add and pass the object of your label. So add 1. Complete the init method, complete the class. So how to compile the program? To compile Java C label demo.java, and to run the applet we are going to use the applet here to run the program. After successfully run, there is some window is going to appear on your screen and label is created. Such type of window is going to appear on your desktop. So the next element is button. Button. It creates a labeled button. It is most widely used control in any application. So the button have two constructor. First one is empty constructor, which creates empty button, that means without any string or without any label. And the second constructor is button with passing the string as a label or the name to that button. It creates a button that contains string as a label. So as we discussed in label, how to create button. First create the object of that button passing the label. Here I am creating object B for button and given a label as login. After creating button, we must add it on the window or container. So I am going to use the method add, and in that method I am going to pass the object of that button. So in today's lecture we discuss these three main aspects of AWT control, which are user elements, layout and behavior, and some common methods used by component class. For example, there is add method, set layout method, set visible method, and so on. So we discussed two user element. First one is label. In that label we discuss the constructors of label and one sample program for creating and using a control, that means label. I am going to define the program which is defining the label and button. In button I am going to discuss the constructors of button and how to create button and how to add the button on the window or content. Thank you.